As one of the most beloved family dynamics in Genshin, the House of the Hearth is cute and deadly all the same, with Arlecchino leading the pack of our cunning yet charming trio, Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet. And today, I will be building all of them to make a House of the Hearth team. Now, any semi-experienced Genshin player might be thinking that this is not a viable team, and as much as it saddens me to agree, it really isn't. Arlecchino, Lyney, and Freminet are all on-field DPS characters, and although Lynette is a support, she isn't really their best in slot. But hey, we're not gonna worry about the meta. Today, we're all about fun and aesthetics. Speaking of fun and aesthetics, thank you to Infinity Nikki for sponsoring today's video. Infinity Nikki is a magical open-world game that combines adventure, dress-up, puzzle-solving, and co-op into an eye-catching and immersive experience, and version 2.0 is just around the corner. You might want to think that this is just a dress-up game, but this isn't the Infinity Nikki that you remember. With Infold Games working on many optimizations over the last year, Infinity Nikki has been rebirthed into a truly open-world experience. The version 2.0 update introduces the brand new Ixalan region where Nikki is no longer just a wandering soul, but is now the successor of the Saintess. Nikki embarks on a journey to uncover Ixalan's secrets throughout new areas, including the Elderwood Forest, a massive jungle filled with colossal plants and ancient ruins, and Spira, a bright, playful land built by the Shroomlings featuring snail shell houses and glowing mushroom bridges. With the update's strong focus on exploration, you can enjoy brand new abilities, including Gigantification, where Nikki transforms into a giant, as well as grappling hooks to help you traverse across the open world with ease. Archery is the core of the new combat experience, featuring unique energy charge and shield breaking systems that enable flexible skill-based battles. Nikki can now freely choose battle companions, so you can create your ideal team to assist you in every challenge. To celebrate its first anniversary, Infinity Nikki will feature the 5-star Resonance outfit behind the prayers with the Sticky Claw ability, and the 5-star Resonance outfit Born Flawless with the Archery ability. You can also get some free sets of clothes in this new version, alongside the new dye system where you can change the colors of your outfits to match your style. Be sure to check out Infinity Nikki to experience a freely explorable and larger open world, unique gameplay mechanics, and a brand new chapter in Nikki's story, all with the freedom to choose your own journey and play alongside your friends. You might have watched my previous video already where I fixed my Arlecchino build, so she won't be needing any additional building today. I do have some work to do on my Lyney, my Lynette, and my Freminet. Lyney is already level 80, so I'm not gonna level him up further. As an attack scaling main DPS, he definitely does benefit from level 90, but for the sake of my Mora and materials, I'm not gonna max him out today. He does have his signature weapon though, so that's set, and it is level 90. It is a higher level than he is. He is on the 4-piece Marechaussee, which I believe will need a little bit of tweaking, so we'll look at that later. He's C0 and his talents might need some leveling as well, so we'll see about that. And next up for Lynette, she is level 70. I did kind of give her a lazy build semi-recently just to kind of use her in Imaginarium and stuff, but I do kind of want to revisit her build, see if I can improve it just a little bit. I'm not looking to like perfect her build or anything like that, just to make her usable enough for the Imaginarium Theater is kind of the main idea. As for her weapon, she'll probably be on the Favonius. Easy makes the most sense, and I am gonna be using her probably on the 4-piece Viridescent Veneer if I have enough pieces available. Obviously I didn't really commit to giving her a 4-piece VV, so we'll fix that and give her that full set. She is C3, so unfortunately I'm not really able to use her as a DPS character, which I believe unlocks kind of at her C6, and her talents are quite underleveled, so we will level those up just a little bit. Now Freminet is kind of gonna be the main focus of the majority of the building, I believe, simply because he is only level 20, so I definitely do want to level him up to like 70 or 80. As for his weapon, I think the bell looks pretty good on him. I think it's the one that he had in the cutscene in Arlecchino's story quest. I was debating between the Wolf's Gravestone and the Serpent Spine. I think I might just give him the Serpent Spine simply because it's a pretty useful claymore to have on other claymore characters as well. And then for his artifacts, unfortunately, I don't have either of the recommended artifacts for his physical build or his cryo build. build, which is the Blizzard Strayer as well as the physical damage bonus on the Bloodstained Chivalry. I might just have to kind of cope with like a two-piece attack or something. I don't know, we'll figure something out. Like I said, it's not gonna be like the most perfect build in this video, but something just usable enough. And my Freminet is also only C3, so hopefully I can get more of his constellations in the future. And his talents are not leveled at all, so we will work on this as well. Now, because it is a Sunday today, I'm probably going to focus first on grabbing our day of the week locked items, such as the talent materials and the weapon materials. So let's actually start with Freminet's weapon, the Serpent Spine, because everyone else's weapons are level 90 already, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's see how much I can enhance it right now. Okay, looks like I'm already stuck. I have none of these, so we are going to have to farm for a decent amount. Okay, we are just going to use this team that we have. Freminet probably can't be on field without taking some big damage, even though this is a cryo damage bonus domain, but we'll focus on our other characters here. Arlecchino can probably just kind of solo a lot of these guys. It's kind of an overload domain, basically. There we go. Maybe I'll try using Lyney this time. You guys know I'm not very good at Lyney on the controller with the aiming, especially with the slimes. I feel like because they like jump randomly, it's just kind of annoying. Same with the what's this fatui lady? She like teleports away and stuff. Sorry about my Lyney gameplay, by the way. Like in my Lyney rotations in general. Not that I'm doing any rotations here. I don't know too much about his kit, to be honest. Lyney was actually my very first limited character that I got on this account, so despite that, I don't really know how to play him very well. I mean, I was such a newbie back then, you know, so I had no reason to really learn how to play him. You guys know what I mean. Alright, I think 3 condensed resin might be good enough for now, since our condensed resin now gives us like 60 resin worth of materials. We'll see how far that can get this weapon. You know, I just realized I already have a bunch of the higher rarity items for this material. It looks like maybe I was just missing like the most basic one, so I might have wasted some of my resin here, but that's okay. I probably should have checked, but it's okay. I'm sure I'll use them eventually. Okay, so we leveled up the weapon to level 80. I think that's where I'm going to leave it for now. I don't really think I need to get it to level 90. Let's see about his talents. So he does require the teachings of justice, which I'm not sure if I will have a lot of those, to be honest. And Lynette needs teachings of order. Lyney needs equity. Okay, so they all use different ones. So it looks like I have plenty of the equity ones based on the craftable amount here that I have listed. I don't have too many of the justice, and I have like nothing of the order, so I'm definitely gonna have to farm the order ones for sure, and then we might need some more justice as well. I do still have some remaining items here in my battle pass. I used them all up when I was farming for Arlecchino. That seems to be it, so I guess we are going to have to visit that domain. We're just going to use the same team again and hope for the best. These enemies are probably going to be a little bit harder than the electro slimes from before. I mean, this is fine. It's basically just, you know, father taking care of her children by soloing the domain. I was just in this domain like last week, so a little bit of deja vu right now, and oh my goodness, my health. Yeah, the burning damage is a lot. Looks like I don't have any transient resin, unfortunately. I am just gonna go straight for the fragile resin, I think. feel like this should be enough for a decent amount, right? Okay, I'm gonna take a break from this domain, and then maybe we can go and fight Freminet's boss. I think we got all of the locked materials already, like the domain locked ones. So Freminet's boss is the Coppelius. Nemesis of Coppelius is what it's called. Hopefully this won't be a problem with this silly little team that I've got going on here. So we'll do something like this. We'll try using Lyney a couple times here. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Let me see how many I'll need. Actually, let's ascend him to whatever we can right now. I do have a few of those drops already. I pre-farmed this just a little bit just to not have to spend an insane amount of fragile resin today. Okay, well, we're already almost at level 70, and surprisingly I had a bunch of these materials as well, the Maritime flower. Have to talk to this guy to respawn the enemy. Yeah, like I said before, this is not really a good team. Not like in terms of the meta or having a rotation that makes sense. I'm just kind of doing it for fun. I feel like it's a fun team to just use in the overworld or something, or like in domains, just for no reason, you know? Okay, I think I do want to maybe level him up to level 80, maybe? I don't know. Sometimes I do kind of miss farming for like the regional specialties. I do think it's kind of fun and relaxing, but as someone who's been playing this game religiously for a while, I already have a lot of materials on hand, which kind of makes building easier and it makes the building faster. But sometimes I do miss farming for some materials just out here in the overworld. Oh, by the way, I have decided in these last like 10 seconds I will in fact get Freminet to level 80. I think Freminet and Lyney can be level 80, and then perhaps Lynette can stay at level 70, but at the same time, I don't know if that's being unfair to Lynette, because I really like Lynette, so maybe I'll level her up to 80 too. I don't know. Let's see what Freminet can do here. Some, Oh no, he died immediately. Whoops, probably because he has no artifacts, maybe? Yeah, maybe I should have auto-equipped him something. I'll do that in a second here. Let me just give Freminet something, because right now he only had 9,000 HP. I'm just gonna fast equip. I don't know what this is. Wow, they don't even bother to give me a two-piece in the fast equip. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. I mean, I lost his burst now though. Wow, 160 damage is a little shocking. I mean, I think these guys, like this boss, has some sort of resistance up. But he was literally doing like 100 damage. Oh, Genshin. Alright, let's go back to Freminet. 1,000 damage. He does a little bit more with the physical, doing like 2,000. So maybe I do need to use him as a physical character. I don't know. Okay, we've got some more Freminet on-field action happening here. It's not doing too much right now just yet. Hopefully my Arlecchino doesn't die. Oh no, okay. Okay, we're kind of in danger now, I think. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to do this with Lyney. I think the absolute worst thing about Arlecchino not being able to heal is when you're, oh my goodness, is when you're in battle and she dies and then you can revive her but you can't heal her. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh no. Oh no, no, no. We're kind of in danger. Lyney needs to carry this. We'll stay ranged. Oh, oh god. Oh no, it's just father-daughter right now. I can't. Oh no, oh no. Okay, well, we survived with 150 HP. And I'm gonna need to use a fragile resin here. We are one boss drop off from the next ascension, so let's go heal up and we'll go back to the boss.
I can't promise you'll like what you see.
I totally forgot that Lynette has like an exploration ability. Although it's not super fast, I will say. It's like a mini version of Yelan's skill. It's slower and much shorter as well. And then there's like a slight pause at the end when she does her little attack. It's still a nice option to have though. We'll continue. Give everyone their screen time. Hopefully with no deaths. Okay, back to Arlecchino. There we go. Alright, so with that, our Freminet can be ascended, but now I kind of feel bad about Lynette, like leaving her at level 70 when her brothers are level 80. I do feel that that's quite unfair for her, so perhaps I will farm for her boss drops as well, which just happens to be the same boss. It's just the Coppelia version, not the Coppelius. So I guess we are staying here for a few more rounds. I'm not sure, like, if these bosses are different, if they have different mechanics or something. I've never noticed. I'm sure they are, right? Oh gosh, what is happening? What is that? Oh no. Okay, so this boss certainly does some more damage. Oh, I got an achievement. Not sure what that was. And oh gosh, everyone's dead. I don't think Lynette and Freminet can finish this battle. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Okay, guys, I think I need to forfeit. I think I need to forfeit this battle. This is not gonna go well. Everyone is back to full health. I think if I just focus on Arlecchino, it should be okay. Last time, I wasted some time like being attacked by that weird like animo twirly attack move that the lady did. So just because I was confused like what was happening. So I think I should be okay. Just, yeah, soloing Arlecchino. Okay, gotta make sure I don't die. So I will use Arlecchino's burst. Oh gosh, I'm low-key dying. Okay, it's okay. We still have Lyney. It's tough to play Lyney without a shielder for sure, because he just needs so much time charging up his charge attacks, you know? Oh no! This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh no. Okay, it's okay. Arlecchino can finish this. Oh my goodness, I am struggling. And of course we are one off again, but I do need to go to the statue yet again. Perhaps Arlecchino might be a little bit disappointed with her team, with her fatui children, for failing to complete the mission. One of the things I love most about Arlecchino though is despite her extremely, scary and cold exterior, she cares so much about her children, and it shows a lot in the Archon quest, in her story quest, and even her birthday artworks, in her birthday letters as well. This should be the final boss drop. Let's ascend Freminet first. There we go. Let's go for Lynette and level her up to 80 as well. I wasn't really expecting to level them this much, and thankfully I do have all the materials yet again. I think it's just because I kind of randomly grab them as I pass by whenever I explore. So there we go. Everyone is level 80. Okay, so now that the ascensions are done, I think we can begin to work on other aspects of their kit. I think I'll start with the talents just in case I need to farm more today. I guess I need to go back to the talent domain already to get a few more of these basic teachings. And let's see, for Lynette, her first priority is her burst, with the skill being second. So let's start with the burst. I think I can just level it up to level 8, and we'll grab some materials for Freminet first. After seeing that Freminet's physical damage, his normal attack damage, was considerably higher than his cryo damage, perhaps I will kind of focus more on his physical side. It seems kind of fun to do because I don't have any physical characters. I think this should be enough. Okay, so the priority seems to be the skill and normal attack, so I will work on both of those. And okay, so we got this to level 6. We'll get the normal attack. Also, I guess I can do this a little higher since it already has the boost from the constellation. So I am missing just 2 more guides for this one. I'm back in the domain again. Okay, and I guess I can use my original resin now. Alright, so with this, his skill level is also level 8. So perhaps this is going to help with his damage quite a bit, because earlier everything was level 1 basically. Okay, so now their ascensions, levels, weapons, and talents are all complete. So what remains are their artifacts. I'm just going to take a break for today, and I'll be back tomorrow to continue with their artifact builds. Alright, it's a new day and I am back. So what I ended up doing is I actually leveled up and adjusted everyone's artifacts off camera, but let me walk you through what I did. So starting with Lyney, I do want to add a disclaimer that these builds kind of suck. Okay, I know full well that these builds are not great, and I didn't even level up a lot of the artifacts all the way, so just bear with me here, okay? So he is on the signature weapon, and as for the artifacts, he's on a 4-piece marechaussee, and I do feel bad for my Lyney because his artifacts have been just going around my whole account onto different characters all the times. So right now he's just kind of on some mediocre leftovers, which I do think that Lyney deserves better, but because of my dwindling supply of artifact juice or artifact XP, I decided to just keep it as is. Let's go through it. So this is his flower. It's not bad actually. I think this flower is pretty good. And then here's a feather. It's only level 16, which I know is a red flag because you do want that base attack to go up, but like I mentioned earlier, resources, materials, whatever. Then we've got an attack sans, also not great. There's no crit rate stat on here. For our pyro damage goblet, I did use one of my leftover goblets from my Arlecchino build. It's a pretty big defense stat there, but it's just what I've got right now. And lastly, my crit damage circlet on set, again, very low crit rate roll, a lot of ER, which isn't I don't think is super necessary for Lyney. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's not a particularly ER hungry character, but I'll take it. So those are his artifacts, and then I forgot to level up his talents, so let me just level this up right now. I believe, yeah, it should just be the charge attack. I will level this up to level 8, and thankfully I did have all of those materials on hand. So we've got the talents at 864. With that, his total stats are 46 to 240. Keep in mind that Moro Shosei, the artifact set, will give him a 36% crit rate bonus. So with that, it's about 82% crit rate, which, you know, is not bad at all, I will say. So that's my Lyney build. And next up, we've got Lynette. I did end up giving her the 4-piece Viridescent Veneer, but be warned, the pieces are pretty bad. Okay, so here is the flower, which actually the flower is not like terrible. What I wanted to focus on was crit rate for Favonius and ER and attack. I definitely focused on ER more so than attack, which I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but I wanted to make sure that she has approximately 200% ER, which is kind of what I've read on her build guides. And then this is the feather. I guess some EM isn't too bad as well, since she is an animo character after all. And then we've got her on an ER Sans, and I have this animo damage off-piece goblet. And lastly, just a crit rate circlet, and the rolls are nothing to write home about, but it is what I've got so far. And like I mentioned, she's C3 and her talent is 168. And then here are her complete stats. So she has 170 EM and crit rate 54, ER 220. I feel like that's pretty decent for a support build on Favonius. I am not really expecting Lynette to do a crazy amount of supporting in general, even on better teams than the House of the Hearth team. So I'm not really too concerned about this. I think this is perfectly fine for Imaginary Leader runs if I need her there. Lastly, our Freminet. He is on the Serpent Spine as we leveled it up earlier. And for his artifact set, I did decide to go for a two-piece attack. I know he probably does benefit more from like a physical damage bonus or perhaps even a cryo damage bonus artifact set, but just for the sake of ease, we did go for the two-piece. So this is his flower. I did end up using some of my leftover unused pieces from my Arlecchino build. And then we've got the feather, also just some extra pieces that I have. Not terrible, not great. I have him on an ER Sans. I did see that attack percentage seems to be used more than the ER Sans. However, when I put him on the attack Sans, because I do have some pretty cracked attack Sans here in terms of crit rolls, but unfortunately his ER just was not enough. I just don't have a lot of ER rolls on my other pieces, so ER Sans it is, and quite sadly it did get an EM roll, which I think does absolutely nothing on a physical Freminet or even a cryo Freminet for that matter. So yeah, a bit of a wasted roll there, but that's okay. And I did roll this physical damage goblet. I think it rolled fairly well, except for that EM roll, of course. Pretty good roll. I just rolled this like a few minutes ago, off camera. And then lastly, I did give him a crit damage circlet to complete the unfinished Reverie attack percentage bonus. Not the best circlet, but it'll do. Of course, his constellation is still C3, his talents are 881, and with that, his stats are 58 to 164 crit ratio with ER of 162, and his attack is 1700. I am really quite clueless about Freminet builds, or even Freminet's kit, to be quite honest. I think it's decent enough. Like, it's not, I definitely put like some amount of work into it, you know, it's not completely garbage. That's enough for me for today. Of course, we have my Arlecchino, who I won't go over in too much detail, but she is on the 4-piece Harmonic Whimsy. She's C2. Her talents are quite high, R1 of course, and then her complete stats are as so on the screen. If you're interested in seeing more about my Arlecchino build, I did post an Arlecchino focused fixing video recently, so do check that out on my channel. With those builds, that is my complete House of the Hearth team. As of now, I know that their builds do need some work if I actually want to, you know, use them seriously, but I think this should be good enough for now. So as for testing them out in combat, to be quite honest, I'm a little bit scared to face any endgame modes because I just don't think this team is gonna do much other than Arlecchino just solo carrying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fight some overworld enemies and see what I can do before I try to challenge myself with harder bosses. I am gonna explore Fontaine, of course, the hometown or home region of these characters. I don't know, maybe I'll like unlock some treasure chests or something while I fight some enemies. And hey, look, I already see a chest that I never claimed over here. Just bear with me here as I attempt whatever this is. I'm gonna try not to use Arlecchino too much and see what my newly built characters do, particularly oh, already? Oh no, that was a bad sign. Okay. I mean, my Lyney is like, oh. My Lyney is like, oh no. Like not horrendous. I will just say he's not horrendous, okay? He's not great, but like it could be so much worse is kind of what I'm thinking. No, my Freminet died already. Let me feed him some food here. And then perhaps I will go back to the treasure compass and see if I can find some additional combat challenges here. Although I do see something here. I don't really know about their like Usia or Numa alignments. Okay, so I guess Freminet is like the yellow one. To be quite honest, I have no idea which one is which. Like the differences between the Numa and the Usia. And there we go.
Sort the items by type.
You know, I'm kind of surprised I didn't explore a lot of this stuff. But let's just think about it as our House of the Hearth going out on some like, you know, recon fatui mission or something. Rather than them being really good in like combat together. I do feel bad that they don't work together very well. It would have been really cool. I also personally like the puzzles like this where you go inside the water cannon thing and it just collects all the particles for you. So easy. There's some enemies here, so let's try again with whatever this team is. Okay, Freminet, don't die. So there's what's going on with his damage. He is level 80, mind you, but also of course he's not on a physical focus team like whatsoever, or cryo for that matter. To be quite honest, I don't really know what to do with the rotation with Freminet or like his combos or anything. I'm just kind of clicking buttons. Hopefully that's okay. If any of you are Freminet mains, let me know in the comments what I should do. And also I kind of do want to try him in a more like focused team, so also let me know about that if you know. I mean, he is doing like 15k once in a while. And I did not notice that my Lynette died and now my Lyney died, and it's just Freminet and Arlecchino now. Okay, there we go. That was quite difficult.
There's a lot of treasure here.
I am so sorry to this team. Truly. I truly am. Like, wouldn't it have been so fun if they were like legit compatible with each other? You know, our little Fatui family. Now, is it sad that I resort to fighting the blubber beasts rather than actual boss enemies? Who knows? I feel bad fighting them in general because they're so cute. Yet here I go. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, dude. Okay. Just some peak gameplay here. Well, everyone, there you have it. My cute little House of the Hearth team. Even though combat-wise it was quite bad, build-wise also not great, but I still had fun regardless, and I'm sure they will come in handy when I want to do the higher level modes of the Imaginarium Theater. Let me know if you guys have any tips for Lyney, Lynette, or Freminet gameplay or builds or whatever. I would love to hear, because I would love to spend more time on fixing their builds in the future as well. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.